1 to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. The Hurricanes will boot it away to start the game. Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Yellow Jackets offense will go to work first. Wide open downfield. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. And the Yellow Jackets are in the hurry up.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Dropping back, it's played. A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Catches it at the 30. He gets a block. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. So Miami's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. This offense has it with really good field position. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hurricane!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Oh, better look out! Breaks into the open. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. You really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
The offense changing the play. He wants to start this drive with a pass. The short hands, it's Terry. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
And And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And that penetration left him nowhere to go. Dodged a couple, but he's knocked down for a loss. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Miami! Great job by the back on the option.
Defense has to do a better job with their assignment football, trying to slow this option play down. Someone has to account for the dive, the quarterback, and the pitch man. That time they were missing the pitch man outside. That's why he scored.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Power football with the run. There he goes. Quick step and go. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense in their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Got a little space. Smashes through the tackle. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46. 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Runs through a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Blade. Gets it out fast. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Look out, he's got room. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. At the 45 on its way. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got his man on the right. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll run the option. Running back searching for a hole. Touchdown, Cave! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking downfield. It's Blade. Finds a soft spot in the middle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still,
and the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Fires to the big fella. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Hauls it in, looking for space. Makes a move. Made a defender miss. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So first down here as they go back to work.
Rerun. Military stun.
The give to the back. Nice move there. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Terry. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good, you're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great 3rd down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field, when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane.
well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
And he's going to bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They'll run it from the gun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They give it to him again. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Throws to the tight end. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. The Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gotten out everybody right now on the same page.
On the run, it's Terry. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Miami. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Blade. Punts it out of the air. Turning it on. Crosses midfield. He's at the 30. Inside the touchdown, Georgia Tech. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Going to the ground. Shakes off the defender. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Canes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, you see them there taking the shot, and I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Got his man quickly. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Headed to the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime.
Here we go, here we go.
Pushes ahead. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll ride his man on the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Inside the 50. The 30. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Yellow Jackets. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And that's the kind of play that can win you the game. You're on defense. It looks like the opponent's just going to run it in for an easy touchdown, but you create the takeaway, you scoop and score. It's a game-changing play. It's a momentum-changing play. And you can see on the sideline right now, they are completely galvanized by that defensive score.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Trying to beat the D deep. Snags it on the right. Off to the races. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Canes. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys now. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Under fire. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The Hurricanes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. The short hands, it's Peppers. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Floating away. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Coral Gables, sign me up for another half.
And the Yellow Jackets will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments. They put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Terry. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And the Canes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Gives it on the option. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
On the option. He'll pitch it. There he goes. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. And the Hurricanes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. Oh, he makes the catch. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
A nice job by the defense. 1st and goal situation, you can expect run a lot of the times. They were physical, got in the backfield, stuffed the run.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unloads to the right. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Looking for a man. It's Blade. Rushes on him. Lost the defense. He's wide open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Holding. Offense.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. 1st down for this offense. From the gun, looking for a man. It's complete. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. High the chains now on 2nd and long. The play action fake. Hauls it in. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Pulls it in. It's Best. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside. Defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Wide receiver going in motion. Rides the back and leaves it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. He's got an open man. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Working that left side now. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Dropping back, it's Blade. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football all over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
Finds his big tight end. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It would take a miracle to get back in this game, but any miracle will have to start with this fourth down conversion. Fires to the end zone. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Firing to the right, complete. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They'll leave it with him. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt it.
Oh, he's got some space. He's up to 94 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Got the first down and still on his feet. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Now they're going to throw it. That's caught. It's Terry. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving a ball out of the backfield.
Takes a handoff. It's Rourke. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Hurricanes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Finds his big tight end. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And the Canes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Run in the red zone, it's Rourke. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Moves around to clear up the vision. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
A little release to the back. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. He was looking to get the ball farther downfield, but he just had to take what he could before he got drilled.
Sometimes you can look down the field, Reese, but you see that pressure, and it's getting to you. Get rid of the football. You don't want to take the sack. You don't want to lose the yardage. And try to let your running back or somebody else make a play out of the backfield.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. There he goes. Open it up. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. The Canes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw. Touchdown, Miami! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Working the middle, it's complete. Just find a way to make that first tackler whiff. He's out to the 21.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up. Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Canes will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run.
Turning it on! And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Unloads it left. He's got it. And fire the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13. And the Yellow Jackets with the 1st and 10.
And that's a first down for the offense.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. All by himself down the middle. Defense got it. They're on the run. Past the 30. Past the 20. The 10. And they get him on the ground. They get the turnover. They get a chunk of yards, and they are in business.
What a massive play by the defense, knocking it out. That's a country fumble. There's nobody around it, so you scoop that puppy up and you get downfield. It's a huge return and a momentum-changing play.
One more play to pad the stats. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Setting up the screen. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with a ceiling touchdown. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out.